So Alonzo is joining me for probably my favorite Christmas movie. Watched it a lot with my grandpa the last few years he was alive. But watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Probably the best vacation movie besides the first one. And if you watch it on HBO Max, like we're going to, you get greeted by a lady telling you about the movie. If not, you can watch it on Hulu and try to guess where we're at. Anyway, we're gonna start now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. I remember watching this movie. Remember how I don't know about in Oklahoma, but they would show it every Christmas time on NBC before all the streaming stuff happened.
Yeah,
And every Sunday, I think the week of Christmas, they'd have it on NBC every year in the 90s. And
he has on TV a lot.
yeah, every year it seemed like.
I'm surprised it only made 70 million. I don't know how much it made afterwards, but you think of what movies open at now. Now they're in this one. I forgot these were a John Hughes movie. 16 Candles and Breakfast Club. 16 Candles is a movie we need to watch along the lines of.
Hmm.
Do you like 16 Candles?
Yeah, it's very funny. Um, very, very, very iconic in the sense that Molly Ringwald and was part of the Brat Pack, right? And I don't know, a very, very symbolic movie, I guess, for teens in the 80s. Um,
Yeah, it's weird. I didn't watch it really until I was probably in my teens before I watched it. It's not like something like Ferris Bueller's Day Off or any of those other type of movies.
mhm.
Weekend at Bernie's. I got 16 Candles late.
Oh, so did I.
I like the opening song of this. You know, he had his own entertainment company. Hughes Entertainment. Not too bad of animation for 1989.
Where are you at, Tony?
I'm at the cartoon at the start of it. Santa just fell out of his life. Where are you at?
Oh, now we're trying to falls on the chimney and his butt's on fire. Is that where you're at?
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah,
Okay, so we're in the same spot then.
yeah.
Okay. Um,
Oops. No, I'm not. I hit the wrong button. But it should still be there.
Okay, so this first scene was typical Sparky,
Yeah,
right? Like he got too arrogant and too flustered, and
yeah.
Chevy Chase is amazing. This scene, it's hard
I,
headed.
I wish he was more friendly of a person and did more movies. Kind of a shame you didn't get to see Chevy Chase more.
Yeah, and there's
The
Juliet
kid
Moore.
just,
Yeah,
yeah,
and I didn't notice until the other day that the son, what's his name, Tony, in the show, what's his name, Russ, Russ, Russ,
Yeah.
Russ, right? So I didn't know that he was in Roseanne and he was in,
Cousin Russ, yeah. He was
yeah,
in
and Juliet Moore, of course.
Chevy Chase.
What's her name in the movie, Tony?
Can't remember.
Russ, Leanne? No.
Might be. I had it on my phone a minute ago.
What is the name of the cast of Christmas Vacation?
I don't know. That's
So
the
just put
God's truck.
Ellen, Russ, Audrey, Audrey.
Yeah.
Audrey Griswold.
I don't think it says Audrey's name as much as this one. Chevy flipping a bird to a little broken down, rusted Chevy.
Clark. Tony, where do you get
Well,
Sparky? Where do you get Sparky from, Clark?
uh, I don't know. Oh, she ducks down.
I like how mad he gets.
Let's spend the holidays dead.
Oh, Dad. Hey, Tony, is that a Ford Taurus or Ford Tempo?
Oh,
Taurus.
yeah, it's a tour, and they stopped making them for a while, and they brought them back.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember it was a big deal when they brought them back.
Yeah, they look like spaceships, huh? The design looks weird, dude. We had
I,
one.
I can't even think of other car they make now besides the Mustang. It's
Um,
all SUVs and Broncos and
yeah,
Lincoln.
Explorer.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
talking about actually car.
yeah, I
It's
know.
Mustang,
They had the Focus
Mustang.
for a little bit, but they were crap cars. They had the Ford Tempo at one point, Ford Escort, Ford Eclipse, I think.
I like the Ford Flex. I wanted to buy one of those, but
Flex. You remember the Ford Probes?
yeah.
You know, watching these movies It's
Yep. Mustang's the only car they make. Mustang, Escape, Bronco Sport, Bronco Explorer, and the Mustang Mach E and the Expedition. So they've slimmed down their lineup quite a bit. I do like the two-door Broncos a lot.
my sister had the old school one.
They make a Heritage edition. What it costs about 50 grand, but it has white top. You can get it like with a classic red with the white or the classic blue with the white.
Hmm.
And it's got the white rim. Eric's so happy to be on there. Oh, I wonder how he ended up doing so many of these movies. And it's such a huge tree. Roots and all. That's what's great about it. You bring a chainsaw. No, just pull it out of the ground. Take it home.
You said car bumper.
Their neighbors. Where do you get a tree that big? Bend over and I'll show you.
Sparky.
Merry Christmas.
I can't believe Al Pacino got with River D'Angelo.
The tree's
That
so huge that they got the rope.
that shows Clark's arrogance.
It's like all the windows snapping. I liked the first, what, 3 or 4 seasons of 24?
24.
Yeah,
Oh,
on Fox. That's what
so
BX is watching.
BX and Tony, I guess. So I did see one battle after another, and I had told Stan last night on Arsenal Fan Circle. He said he didn't like it. BX. I thought it was clever. Um, and BX Stan had said that when he saw it, and Tony as well, that Sean Penn modeled himself after Vince McMahon. You gotta see it, Tony. It's on HBO MAX, but he said that he didn't like
I'll
it.
watch it.
I like Benicio del Toro's a Merry Christmas BX. I liked Benicio del Toro's character as a sensei. You gotta watch it, Tony, and let me know what you think. But
I like pretty much anything Benicio del Toro does.
yeah, he's a very good actor. Um,
He's
Uh,
one of those actors that he's just not in a bad movie, kind of like Woody Harrelson. I mean, he's
mhm.
been in hundreds of movies, and there's hardly a bad one on the list.
Um, but yeah, so what do you think about the the skateboarder part whenever the riot happened? And that part was pretty cool. But it's kind of messed up, I thought, but still a very good movie. I think Tony, if you watch that movie, Leonardo DiCaprio's character, he played a good part in that movie. He's a very good actor. I think people can think he's conceited, but he's a very good actor.
Yeah, I mean, he got to start off young with what's eating Gilbert grape,
Didn't he start
and
in Growing Pains?
growing pain, growing pain separate. What other TV show is he on? You don't know another TV show.
Here's Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, I know that, but he was in another TV series. I thought that before that.
Um, BX. Tony, can you send BX the link? He should come on here if he's not working. I think he would enjoy this.
Yep, and we're watching it on HBO Max. It's on Hulu as well.
Tony, what do you think about the '80s movies as far as to me, I sometimes will watch.
I got a commercial now, Alonzo. So,
Oh, okay, I'll pause it. I'm on the bank sequence or the mall sequence.
okay.
Um, so what do you think about how maybe the landscape and the houses were back in the '80s as far as the family houses back then? I don't know if you've ever seen Adventures in Babysitting with Elizabeth Shue. The houses look
Yeah,
the same, like suburban
yeah, yeah.
houses, and
Uh,
I wonder what got away from that. As the times went on. I wish they made more movies like that, like this and Home Alone and all that. I don't know if like you notice it
yeah,
as well.
I mean, they used to, a lot of the movies, they would always refer to suburbia,
Hmm.
suburbia America, and then some would say suburban America. But okay, I'm back.
Okay, the mall sequence is hilarious.
Yeah,
When he
yeah,
talks to the girl with lingerie and all that.
he just now seeing my girl on the road where I'm at.
Hmm.
I'm trying to remember her name.
Give me a second, honey. Yeah, he makes a fraud himself. Tony, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sending the expo link. That's my name. Susan to be Mary. That's my name. No shit.
Look, 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 look at little Russ.
Yeah,
Oh, Dad.
kind of
Oh
crazy
man.
line.
Nope. Tony, do you think that Christmas Story is overrated?
I think it probably is. I mean,
Yeah,
I
me
think it
too.
it, it was good for the time. The things kind of pass on, move on.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the remake or the newer version, I guess. Part two, essentially. I asked my boss that same question. He said, "Yeah, it's about a boy and a gun, right?" I don't know if I know humor is. Um,
Nah, I mean, I
I
remember
don't know.
watching it. I remember probably watching it a couple Christmases in a row, but I never really liked it.
Didn't it like always like play on TNT?
Ah, probably so.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
Because I think it's one of those movies they bought the rights to, so they just showed it all the time.
yeah. It's
No, that's what they did a lot in the early days. They would just buy the movie and just show it a lot. I mean, you would see Gone with the Wind. Sometimes they would show it like it checks in over like 4.5 hours. They'd play it like 5 times in a day because they didn't have much other programming.
what time was that on, Tony?
What? What channel?
Yeah.
I, I think it was TBS.
Okay. How long was that movie?
Can't remember.
Yeah, I never played the game BX. I need to watch it.
Yeah, it came out late last night, but it was like midnight. It came out, or maybe even later. It had a weird release time.
Yeah, tomorrow I believe Stranger Things comes out 6 Central for us, Tony, and 7 Eastern tomorrow night. I can watch
And
I can watch
and
OC season
is it just 2 episodes?
3,
3?
and the last episode comes out. I think it's New Year's Eve, I believe.
Yeah. Wonder how it will perform in theaters.
It'll come on Netflix as well, right?
Yeah, it's
Or
same time. It comes on the same time. And I
oh,
never understood why people made like graham cracker houses. It just seems like you have a bunch of ants and insects eating on the thing.
oh, this is funny part. Where he's on the ladder and uses a staple gun to.
Stapled his gloves, stapled his shirt, stapled his glove again.
Oh, jeez, man.
Well, what sucks is like I remember putting up those type of I remember putting up those type of lights, and if you had hit it with a staple and you grab that bare wire, give you a little bit of a jolt.
Oh, jeez.
Uh, I'm surprised this thing is that cause more fires.
Oh, Tony, do you remember the house of the family of E.T.? Not the family that came to visit. The house E.T. visited, right? That
Yeah,
was a cool house as well. It was on a hill.
yeah. Well, they used to like do like basically a cutout of the house, and they would just have the whole set, have the whole
Mm.
house on the set. Put them down on the lawn. He just drops them.
God, dude, like this movie's so funny, man. You know?
Yeah, I was like originally I was kind of like I kind of want to do Bad Santa or Bad Santa too. Then I'm like, nah.
Oh God,
Well,
dude, like
I was like, hey, let's do a classic funny comedy.
yeah, Bad Santa Part Two, out of control, man. Jesus.
God, he saved us all. The colors ready to give away.
Well, Love Actually is a good movie too, Tony. Have you ever seen that movie before?
Yeah. I love how they use special effects to show the gutter going through a window. Gonna just shove a gut. Gonna be too hard to get a gutter to go through a window. Look, CDs. I remember those things. Something had to hit the stereo. These are gonna be the worst neighbors ever.
Julia Dreyfus. Is this before Seinfeld or after or
It was
during?
before. Uh, well, I'll look real quick. I
It
want to
had
say
been
after.
before, right?
Yeah, I want to say before, but
She's done well for herself.
it's actually, actually, it came out before. It came out in July 5th. This came out like December 5th or something like that. So 5 months earlier, she was on Seinfeld. which I was never a fan of. It
Yeah,
reminded me too much of 1950s movies and telephone uh, TV shows and movies because they'd be like, "Oh, look, it's a can. It's a Coca-Cola can. Isn't that the most interesting thing in the world?" I mean, that to me, that's what Steinfeld is for 25 minutes at a time. Not a fan.
wow. I like
I, I,
the
I,
sound
I,
effects, you know.
I tried to get this image on the YouTube one, but it wouldn't pop up.
Uh, Tony,
So
did you watch the last episode of Seinfeld?
I'm sure I did, but it's been so long.
It was so disappointing.
Yeah, I remember it was a letdown.
Hmm.
Have you watched any of Frasier on Paramount Plus?
What is it, Razor?
Frasier.
Oh, right. No, I haven't.
I really like that type of comedy. It's kind of over some people's head, but I like the brainy humor in it.
You know, whenever Frasier came out back in the early 80s, right?
Early 90s, I think.
The early 90s, yeah. It was a good show.
Yeah,
Um,
it's weird. I would catch it and watch it with my grandma, but it really wasn't until I was in college that I started watching it because they would show it on. It'd be Sunday night. It'd be about 1 o'clock in the morning. They'd show that. Then it would show the outer limits. And then it would do Twilight Zone. I think that was
oh,
on
yeah.
ABC, I believe. But it was
I mean,
he,
in syndication, right? In syndication.
it, yeah.
Hmm.
Lots of Chicago Bears stuff in this movie. Old dirty man looking at the. And now you can tell they're just a painted wall that they're against. That's kind of a disappointing thing. Another commercial runs do.
Okay. I just
But
reached
like,
movie.
but the Arena with Thunder in before this one, um, they had a movie studio in there, and they had like I think I had like 8 different sets, but you could do full big stuff because you had a it was an arena the most part of it, and
Hmm.
part of it was like exhibition hall type stuff, but convention center. But I really don't like too many of the comedies on HBO Max anymore. I did like with Cher, but it was really weird.
Yeah. So I just so when Game of Thrones came out, I never watched it
I'm
before.
back. I'm back.
Okay.
Clark just walking out the door with the bag.
Wait, I'm at where he's at the attic.
Yeah, he just got hit in the head over there. attic door.
Okay.
I love how he looks up there like he's never been up there before.
Do you guys have attics in Oklahoma?
Yeah, they're generally pretty short. But yeah,
We don't have
even the older houses, they generally have like a attic.
we don't have basements
Yeah, well,
in Texas.
really don't hear it. What you had is they would like dig out, and it would usually be cinder block or something, and it would be like basically your tornado shelter, but you would store stuff down there too. But not too many basements. I mean, they did some in like with 20s and 30s, but pretty much anything past the 50s that didn't have a basement in it, and nothing does now. It's all just flat slab. That's why it's always funny when they joke I got bodies in the basement. It's like I don't have a basement. They don't exist around here anymore. Because I could buy a house in the basement. I
My
love how it gets hit by both boards.
my my
Board.
my uncle has a basement in Delaware, and it's really cool. So whenever we go to, so there's like two entrances. There's one in the front door, in the front porch, and then there's a side door that leads in the kitchen. But next to that side door is a basement door, and you go downstairs and all that. Really cool. I think it's really cool. Different.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
some of them have kind of like that step out where you have like 3 or 4 foot. You usually have like a retaining wall, but you still got a basement there where you have stairs going down, and then you have a door into a basement. But my great grandma, she lived in a house for a while that had a basement, and but the thing I remember, I don't know if you have them in Texas, but they had crawl spaces, and my crawl space was probably about this wide by about this tall. I'm like, how did those people scoot through there to do the plumbing? I'm like, there's no way. I don't think I could get my head or shoulders through there. I would just be
so,
stuck.
so Clark, aka Sparky, goes in the attic and he steps into where his, I think, dad is sleeping. And he thinks
that that
the room is
outfit he has
heater
on
heat.
now. That outfit he has on. What's in Mr. Lights?
Guy is so funny, dude. I hope kids watch this movie and understand how funny this movie is, you know?
Yeah, I think it's probably one of the funnier Christmas movies, if not the
Mhm.
funniest. Because I thought it was funnier than the Home Alone.
Did you ever watch that movie called The Family Stone, Tony?
I don't think so. I've heard the name, but I don't remember watching it.
Yeah, it's really sad. I mean, it's funny, of course, but um, basically it's got Diane Keaton in it, and she has breast cancer, right? But
Yeah,
the family don't, it's come back, and it's come back even harder. So the family don't know it until there's hints, right? And then it's just really sad, but it's really got some fun parts in it as well. And they're a very liberal family. And Sarah Jessica Parker, you know who it is, right? Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so she comes from a very conservative family, but it ends sad, but it ends very well. You know.
I like how it does show what happens to her when he's sitting on the attic door and she pulls it open. I just don't know how attic doors ever stayed closed with him sitting on the top of it, but that's a different story. Sparky.
Sparky.
I like how she's freezing cold, but she only puts it over her shoulders.
A cashmere. It's outdoors, right, Tony? This movie.
Yeah, yeah.
See,
It's
that's
like a
why.
cashmere cardigan, and she just puts it over her shoulders.
This is funny, Dave. Is it tucked in?
Oh,
I wonder what time they open up presents in the UK.
I'm not sure. I don't know if they wait for Boxing Day or they actually open them on Christmas.
But this is funny.
Just blinds the neighbors. Drains the whole city.
Wow.
Auxiliary nuclear power. I always hated that when a light switch controlled an outlet. I always hated the houses that were wired up that way.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like, what? Why is that? I guess I did it for lamps and stuff, but it just was always stupid to me. I fixed it. I like how he has like I like how he has like 15 like triple plugs plugged into that thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it was just working. Kick the shit out of Santa. I miss that physical comedy, but I always thought I liked Jim Carrey, but I always felt like he went too far with his physical stuff.
This was true. I mean,
It's like
at the artists are
it's
just still funny.
like he just seen God or something. So
Hmm.
proud of his work.
Funny about it when I saw this on Sunday. I I like how small the hockey jerseys on Russ. Oh, man.
Stereo illumination. She's not impressed at all. She's like, why are we standing out here in the cold? Rolling around.
Eddie Cousin Eddie.
Yeah. His cousin idiot. Here somewhere. There you go.
Cousin Eddie. Jesus.
Definitely want to see an RV like that now. RVs now cost more than your house do. Does it's insane what a RV costs. Falls in a hole, or eyes go crooked, get kicked by a mule on the ghost street. That's one thing I don't like about Dobermans is all the drool.
God. Yeah, they're like them and yeah, they're really tough dogs. Really. Even Doberman Pinschers. Jesus. My best friend had one.
It's always amusing when you see the miniature ones.
Rottweiler, sorry, Rottweiler. That's right. Those dogs are crazy, man.
They're generally pretty nice. The only thing about them is like they have real bad like hip and knee dysplasia, so they can't move around too well after about 6 years. Wonder how they power the lighting, a bunch of generators. He's still crying about his lights. drink a half a quart of Pennzoil.
Tony, do you like eggnog?
I do not like eggnog. Never understood why people like it so much.
I used to like it, but that was whenever I was younger. But I haven't had it in years.
I don't know how my uncle used to. He would get it to gain weight too, but he would put so much vodka in it. I'm like, how can that taste good? Eggnog and ton of vodka.
Is that what you put it in, Tony? Vodka?
It's what my uncle did. I'm not sure what most people. Be out in the middle of nowhere and leave you for dead. I'd like to have a set of those reindeer glasses. When we leave here next month, another commercial.
Okay.
Commercial time, Alonzo.
That's what time.
Sequel.
I wonder how Russia's doing.
For probably fighting for room in his living room.
What would you say?
So he's probably fighting for room in his living room.
Peru?
Yeah, he has to share it with his wife. One of his stepsons moved in with him. And the other one was already living there with his wife, so the house is kind of crowded. That's why he hasn't been on too many other shows lately. Him and his 85-inch TV. It's like that's the only thing he claims is his own on TV. And we're back. That is definitely 80s office interior. Such a long time. Can you imagine that table, Alonzo?
What's that, Tony?
I was thinking, can you imagine how this table here, it's so long.
So, in theory, it's Christmas Eve, right? In this
Yeah,
part?
yeah. Funny how he drives out. I have my plate in his head replaced because he pissed us off and forget who he was for 30 minutes. I love this part. Hey, dude. I love how they shoot their rockets off, spinning around.
This looks like
Yeah,
fun.
uh, I just love like there's the one part of it where he's spinning in circles on it. But I love it when he first takes off and they shoot off like two rockets.
You know, it's funny, Tony. Like even in suburbia, winter time in the suburbs look different.
Yeah, goes across the highway
Oh shit!
straight into Walmart. Bingo. Yes, that's a great job on this movie.
This guy right here, Tony, was Chandler's boss in Friends. Do you know that?
I never liked Friends much. I didn't really watch it.
Yeah, this guy is Chandler's coworker or boss. I forgot which one. In Friends, it's so funny. Yeah, it's his boss. Oh
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know what they call daydreaming at nighttime, but it's stand out the window, thinking it's summer. And changes when he sees her. He's like, me, really? He's doing a lot of Al Bundy facial expressions here.
This would have been Married with Children's maybe second season.
I know I've seen every episode of it, but I need to watch it from start to finish. Anything. Well, Allie said, just say words I got. She's like, sorry, shitting rocks instead of shitting bricks. I know how we were talking about Stranger Things earlier, and I don't know if there's a regional thing or how far it was, but I always remember the phrase punk ass, or we would always say punk ass bitch, and that was a week Logan Paul called CM Punk a soft ass bitch. I'm like, you gotta call him a punk ass bitch because he's CM Punk.
Yeah. Did you see that fight, Tony?
No, I did not watch that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I caught the press. I caught the press conference or the post match interview. You see, like Anthony Joshua wants to fight Tyson Fury.
How old is Fury now?
Oh no.
But what did he balloon up to? It was almost 500 pounds, wasn't it, Alonzo? It was
Hmm,
way up there.
I'm not sure.
And I know he's a big dude, but the, so would you have to say those are the best hockey sweaters? The Blackhawks.
Of course, being biased,
I just think it's hard to beat that.
Toronto. I would say Flyers, Tony, of course, but I would say top five. I think if you're original six team, then you gotta be up in the top 10. You know,
Yeah.
Blackhawks are just too symbolic to me. Just, just fine. I just hate the Bruins and Rangers. Tony. Hives
Oh
are
wow.
mine.
I always liked the Bruins just because I liked the other Boston area team. Like I just shoot with shootings everywhere.
See, I didn't mind the Patriots. I didn't mind Tom Brady. You know, well, I can't stand the Celtics. Though I was happy that Garnett got a ring with him. You know, I hated how Ray Allen left and went to Miami. I didn't like that.
Yeah. Yeah, they should have stayed together.
Yeah, but they were past their prime. You know,
I don't know, but it's probably been about 15 years ago now that like I remember it was like talking about the 52 NBA champions and like half of them were either Celtics or Lakers.
Hmm.
Thunder's lost total went up in a hurry. From one game to 4 games.
Mm.
Dog has worms. Poor dog. Dog. I don't think old Roy's owned by Walmart anymore, is it? I think it's a separate company again.
What do you mean?
Uh, for a while, old Roy dog food it was owned by Walmart. That's why the bag said Walmart on it. But it was like one of the first bag dog foods originally. Kind
Mm.
of like the go-to before dog chow, puppy chow.
Oh boy.
It's weird to hear pet sense eat. There's one dog food that's made out of kangaroo meat. I'm like, do they really farm kangaroos? Do dogs really like eating kangaroo meat?
Wow.
It just seems like a weird thing to feed to a dog. Sorry, commercials again. I'll tell you where I'm at when it's at 20 more seconds of commercial.
Is this Clark's aunt and uncle?
Um, like I said, I'm in a commercial break, so another commercial. It's a commercial 2 out of 2 now. The third one popped up. Lips Vapor Stick. And now I just opened up the door for Christmas Eve. She's lighting the candles. Her house on fire, Clark. I love his uncle. I love him trying to put the I love him trying to put the toupee back on there. Yes, BX went to sleep on us. We're still watching 24. I smoked too many blunts. She wrapped up her damn cat. Right? Cat does not like being in the box. What a motley crew to show up for Christmas. Kind of like my house on Thanksgiving. Never knew who would show up. My grandma would just fix a shitload of food, and whoever showed up ate, and that's pretty much it.
Mm.
Watch the Dallas Cowboys win, and watch the Detroit Lions lose. And since that used to be only 2 games on Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
but then both teams started sucking, so like first they kind of did it as a replacement for a Detroit game, and like, oh, the Cowboys aren't very good either. Wonder if anybody's out to remind Gary that the Cowboys are on Netflix tomorrow. It's weird how they're trying to get more sports on there.
Mm-hmm.
Still wondering what's happened to the WWE library come New Year's.
Oh, how many years?
On New Year's, it ends on the 31st. It was supposed to end on March 1st, but NBC canceled early.
Hmm.
Here's a hurt.
Oh
Don't
no.
think I don't want to eat turkey hurt. One thing I never liked was Jello, just the texture, the jiggliness of it. You gotta be a liquid or solid. You can't be in between. And I England dog. So I think I include this part on it.
Uh-oh.
Bye bye, kitty. It's weird now how they track Santa using NORAD. Just have it skipping all around. choking, hacking on the bone. He spit it up. Now he's fine. Absolutely. He's so hard to break. Go get my stogie. I wonder if that used to be a brand of cigar or something. I never understood where the stogie came from.
Oh no.
Here we go. Do I have a loose bulb? Oh, it's unplugged. First plug, nothing. Let's see what happens with plug number 2. Rawr! No,
Oh no.
that's my favorite line of the whole thing. That thing had line life, yes. Spot on. The gate chair. I keep thinking about to try to salvage a chair that a cat just got fried into. Radioactive. Should have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles appear under there. I like how a tree just got fucking vaporized. Ooh, it's on fire. Closes the door and says Merry Christmas to the kid. Roger, confirming you're ready with information. I like how everybody acted like they were to get part of the Christmas bonus. I like my last manager. He would get me two cases of beer and like a $50 to $100 gift card to Texas Roadhouse.
Oh wow.
Usually would get me Dos Equis Amber. It's weird how they don't hardly sell it anymore. It's like the Amber used to be the one that they always sold the most of.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like Coors now. You see like a section for one box of Coors and everything else is Coors Light. But I'm not as much of a fan of the lager Dos Equis as I am the Amber Ale. Used to be pretty much my go-to beer. Never sip of the jelly. It's weird how this is just a little over a 90-minute movie, but it seems so much longer.
Mm-hmm.
Slurp down that egg now. Somebody loaded it down with booze.
He's hilarious, man.
Where's the time? It has to be like one of the longest cussing sentences in a movie.
Eddie.
And he was listening to what he wanted for Christmas. Sorry, got another commercial there. 10, sec- 10 seconds until this commercial's over.
10 seconds to Tony.
Yeah.
10
Right now, he's just driving off in an RV. Here comes the chainsaw.
So
Here comes the
commercial.
rest. No, he's got the chainsaw, and the rest is standing next to him. Down my neighbor's tree. Boom! He's got a Santa outfit on. Is that really necessary? We needed a tree. Like you smell of eggnog. Booze. Chop, chop. This spins right up there, too. Pretty Merry Christmas under there. I like how he put the thong on the tree. You can hear a dump truck driving through the nitroglycerin plant. Time for a squirrel. Oh, everybody's scared to death of a squirrel. How she's passed out on the floor still. Hit him with a coat and hit him with a hammer. Fucking dog just goes right through the door. What's China coming? Fucking house is just their ass now. God, those lamps are so ridiculous. Like everybody's leaving at the same time. Joey is a bunch of assholes and stuff. There's all the hell.
Be right back, Tony.
What?
Be right back.
Start reading the night before Christmas to everybody. Love how he's reading the Christmas Carol. He's like, along came Eddie with somebody in their pajamas and a red bow.
I think Clark's boss is that guy who plays Clark's boss has been in some other movies as well.
He's still fired and you're going to jail. Tell him, Russ, it sucks. Oh, everybody's looking at him. Oh, really? Always forget about what police cars is so riding in. No, National Lampoon makes any movies anymore. Not. They can break down the goddamn door. The police are ready to do that. Well, I'll let you wild guys are just going through every fucking window. And one guy just drops him from the top of the stairs. You have no idea where he came from.
Look at Eddie, dude. Look at Dennis Clay. He's funny.
Yeah.
I changed my mind. So like he's like Macho Man. I changed my mind. That's Christmas miracle, Tony.
Shakes his hand and grabs his cock.
Only you, Tony.
I'm not the one that did it. She's the one that grabbed his cock.
But it'll be kind of funny if Russ comes on because his son woke up early because of Santa and he pops in. He has a son, right? And a daughter, right? Or is the daughter?
He goes stepdaughter, two stepsons, and a son.
Okay. Depending if he popped on because he's not tired or woke up or his kids woke him up.
And technically, he has a cougar wife since she's just
Okay,
turned.
Tony.
She turned 50 this year.
You were telling
50's
me
the
that?
official. 50's the official cougar. Don't drop that. Just fucking shoot him so high up. Now the kids are like they saw Santa this way. First two, no. This is probably actually the best part of the movie where they're singing that. While the police are singing too. Uh, the police are dancing with them. A lot of movie packed into an hour and a half.
Yeah, and a lot of comedy as well. Um, a lot of nostalgia with the past. Well, National Lampoon Part 1
Yeah.
with Eddie
The
and
end.
what?
No, I did not want to watch the Christmas Story
Oh,
remake.
God.
1983. No. No.
So,
Yeah, I'll just forget. I like movies back then because they packed so much into it instead of just kind of a slower, drawn out drama or whatever, or even with comedies, but there's just so much packed into that. Lots of jokes, lots. This is what movie this would be shown on Christmas on TV,
mhm.
along with the Peanuts. Gotta have Snoopy on Christmas.
It's funny because I read in the caption, it says, young Ralphie Parker tries to convince his parents to give him a Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas in 1940s Indiana. Right. So Ralphie must have been like quote unquote maybe 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Well, fast forward to let's see to 2022, right? So the original Alfie would have been at least 80 something years old, right? So
Yep.
then it says Warner Brothers Pictures and HBO MAX comes the long-awaited follow-up to the annual holiday favorite, A Christmas Story. But older Ralphie, now 80 something years old, is now a great grandpa in Indiana. Still wondering
Uh,
if his BB gun still works instead of it's a machine gun. God, man.
uh,
That math.
dude, there's some of those remakes I just refuse to watch, like the Karate Kid with Will Smith's kid in it. Refuse to watch that.
So if Ralphie was 8 years old, Tony, now that movie would have been 40s, at least in the 1950s. No,
Yeah.
wait, 70s at least. He would have been in his 40s. However, with the magic of theater and writing, it would have been at least the 70s version, which means the cars were different, the house would have
Yeah.
been different, shoes, clothing, glasses, everything would have been different. You know what I mean?
A little different in 1983.
That's what we're in 83 then. 80, 83, okay, 83, right?
Yeah, that was
So,
at 1940.
yeah, so, okay.
But box office 19.2 million.
What is it?
19.2 million was the box office.
In 2022, right?
No, of the original one.
The original, okay. 1983.
Let's see what they say.
So it would have been 1980s Indiana. right, Tony?
Yeah.
And so, shit, give me a second. I want to try to do the math. So,
And in 1973, 33 years later.
oh, is that what okay? Is that what it's based on then?
Yeah. A Christmas Carol, a 42-year-old
Okay.
Ralphie Parker lives in Chicago with his wife, Sandy, and two young children, Mark and Julie.
Also, it is modernized to the 70s then.
Yeah, went from the 40s to 1973.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, at least I was wrong then. It is not
Yeah.
modern times. Yeah, so when you get a chance, watch one battle after another.
Watch it.
Yeah, some good movie. They got some good movies on HBO MAX.
Yeah, you gotta search for them on there though. They don't make it too easy to find stuff.
Are they coming out with the Gremlins Part 3?
Yeah,
When they get it,
I I remember it's my probably my favorite birthday cake, which they had a cake place here that was great. You would like walk in there and you would smell all the buttercream on the icing. But anyway, they got me a cat cake made, and Gizmo is driving the Barbie doll car.
That's funny.
It's probably one of my favorite cakes.
All right, what's it?
Another one I like just because my grandpa's in it. There's like a horse's head and real good detail.
Mm,
Gizmo driving the Barbie car was great.
nice. So you gonna watch any basketball tomorrow?
Probably. I always enjoy the basketball. It's kind of weird to see the football invade basketball this year.
Who else is playing?
Who else is on besides the Dallas? I can't remember. I could find out real quick because I think it pops up as soon as you. I could just look at ESPN, which would be faster than going to Netflix like I was going to do. California and Hawaii. The Hawaii Bowl. You got the Cowboys and the Commandos. When does that start? Noon our time on Netflix. And you got the Lions and Vikings
All right, yeah.
to 3:30 on Netflix. And then on Prime Video, you got the Broncos and the whatever is left of the Kansas City Chiefs after they
Wow.
finally lose Patrick Mahomes.
They've really imploded, haven't they?
Yeah. Did Denver's favored by 13.5, which is a shit ton in NFL.
Yeah.
The Dallas is favored 8.5 over the Commandos.
Commandos, yeah.
Detroit's 7.5 over the Vikings. So that concludes the gambling section of the show. Any other words of wisdom you want to say? You want to talk about Arsenal squeaking through?
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, I was off yesterday, and it was really frustrating to watch Tony because we were talking about this last night with Stan and Ray on Arsenal fan circle, and we were talking about Ethan Newari and how he could have started the game against Crystal Palace,
Yeah.
and how we find it kind of odd that Eze was starting on the right instead of starting on the left instead of the right, and how Moreno was on the right instead of the left, and, and it just was kind of weird. Um,
Yeah,
of
he's
course,
starting to experiment too much.
yeah, and if you're gonna start Miles Kelly, why don't you just start Inward as well? And we talked about how the best thing for Nori to do is go out on loan, um, because he is just too good to just be sitting down on the bench hanging out, you know. And
Yep. 6 months in Germany would be good for him.
or even
Eh,
with Bournemouth or Leeds or a team that's trying to get above regulation.
just anywhere where he's gonna get playing time. The
Yeah,
attackers usually progress pretty quickly in Germany.
yeah. Dortmund would be a good team for him.
It's just such a waste of him, Scully for the most part. A waste after he started so many games last year. It's like, you got to play these guys, and you end up having to do it anyway because you're going to end up with injuries and knocks and just flu and whatever going around.
Yeah, and then we talked about the lack of creativity or
Dude,
them scoring goals.
I still put it down to Arteta micromanaging it, and it doesn't seem like they have the freedom to go out there and do what they want to do. It's like Trossard doesn't give a fuck. He's gonna go out there and play the way he thinks Arsenal needs to be played, which is correct. But it's like it doesn't matter when nobody else is on the same page except for Bucharest, and he's been injured, just coming back. But it just, I don't know. I was telling Gary that I actually fell asleep at the 86th minute.
Yeah,
So, so,
because
so, so, so it's like right when Rice is ready to come on.
yeah, and then we talked about the whole thing with Mark Gahey and him talking to Arsenal players and how if it worked, how it worked, and Mark Gahey to me is a top five center back in the Premier League.
Yeah, he's really
He's
good
that
back
good,
there.
and he's a mainstay now in the England starting 11. So I was seeing today how if he could, if we brought him in, let's just say that Arteta could be your famous three at the back,
Ah, yeah,
and how they would use five, of course, two wing backs, three midfielders with Rice, Odegaard, and Zubimendi, and having Saka and whoever strikers is it, probably Kai Havertz
but
or Odegaard or Kai Havertz or Eucharist or Jesus or even Marino. So that's an option. But are you willing to change formations? You know,
yeah, I mean, he's done it a few times, but he doesn't seem to stick with the changes.
yeah. And then
It,
also
it,
he bring it on, isn't change formations again.
it's like last year they had injuries early on. Odegaard was out, so he went with the 4-4-2 with Waneri, which worked very well. And it never went back to. It's like you find something that works, but I don't understand why you never go back to it.
But
I mean, eventually you're gonna need to resort to different lineups. You can't play the same formation every game because teams are gonna line up differently against their load up the midfield or whatever.
yeah, and I think Tony going to that formation could is too drastic. And granted, Mark he's a great center back and great leader as well. And I just think that people read too much into something as if
Yeah,
like they don't understand that he's very popular amongst the league. He's very popular amongst his England teammates. I think that's how it was, and I think if we get him, it'd be pretty awesome. But then what do you do with Mascara? We do it in Pache, in Pache. We do it,
yeah,
in Calafiori. Mark he is a center back, not a fullback that can transition to multiple positions.
yeah.
So, but I mean, don't get me wrong, I would like to have him, but where's he gonna play? No.
I mean, would he play in between Saka or Saliba and Gabriel?
Yeah. So from what I saw, to see Mark he already plays the back three at Palace, right?
Yeah,
But also Chris Richards is hurt again. Is hurt, so you're gonna need coverage, right? For Chris Richards because did you see I got hurt, Tony? He's also a mainstay at the U.S. national team. So, but
yeah,
yeah, Arsenal looked flat. Of course, a little bit late, and they equalize. Goes a penalty kicks. Kepa, of course, goes the wrong way. Except one time, and he saved that one. And that's all that
yeah.
matters.
Yep, it's weird to see on spot kicks 8-7. Like neither goalkeeper was doing their job.
Hmm.
If Ray was out there, I wonder how many he would have stopped, or at least make the striker think. And sometimes when they overthink, just overshoot or shank it or whatever. but I'd almost have to make a substitution then. It's like, oh, because I mean, you go straight to it to make a sub. But I still don't like just using that many starters in the League Cup. I think it's for the younger players and the squad players.
Yeah, I think also, I think we'll give it to Zeus coming back and Reno in midfield doesn't really work. I think Reno should have been starting that game. I still think that Jesus is more like a winger
Yeah,
than a
yeah,
striker.
yeah. I've always
Um,
seen him as a winger. I don't think he's a striker.
so that's been frustrating, Tony. You know, and these games we haven't had. If you think about it, we, there have been 3 times, 4 times we have yet to score an open play the
Yeah,
past 3 matches. And that's what we also said. That's quite concerning because
yeah.
we're not. We take our Arsenal take their opponent for granted. We don't respect them enough to defend them the full 90 plus minutes.
I mean, we've been lucky to get the 3 points.
hmm We should drill against Wolves. We shouldn't have a little score. We we barely beat Everton.
Yeah,
You know, when we scored on a penalty kick.
but the same thing happens almost. It's happened every winter except for once where our form really dips down.
And I don't get it. I just don't understand what's so hard about making these matches in the winter time. So they gotta go for it.
Yeah,
And I don't know.
I
And
thought Martinelli was the wrong person to choose.
we had a good game. It's just that he got hurt again. Figures, right?
Yeah,
And if I don't understand, if AJ scores a hat trick against Spurs, plays in this game, then gets benched for Odegaard,
yeah,
and Odegaard don't do nothing.
yeah, and again that's Arteta playing him as a right midfielder instead of an attacking midfielder.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean, I see no reason why Odegaard should be worrying about defense. He should be worried about spotting his teammates and setting them up for goals like we know he can. I mean,
It,
it wasn't a blip that he scored those 15 goals. I mean, it's just, it's in there. It just the people get on Odegaard. It's like, no, it's the way he's being used. I mean, you're not a scorer when you're playing defense half the time. It hurts Saka when he's dropping back there, and that's kind of why I hate playing these full backs and wing backs with only two center backs. And you see that with Gabriel would be back there on an island trying to stop two or three people running towards him.
yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they get it fixed. I think I don't know. I think Arsenal have become too wing oriented, where they depend too much on Saka and Martinelli in the wing positions to create.
And look, like the announcers are saying, it's like they were just trying to walk in with a goal. It's like
Mm-hmm.
they always got accused of that with Wenger, but it was actually progressive, high tempo passing to get there. I remember that one that had like 31 passes, but I mean, it still happened pretty fast. But everything now is so slow and predictable. The teams know what we're gonna do, so they're set up for it.
Mm-hmm.
He plays too safe. He's gotta learn to go away from it. You got as a got Gugares, you got Kai Havertz, got Odegaard. That no reason you shouldn't be scoring, and for these games you got Skelly and Gary's favorite player there in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But
All right,
but but
so
I just don't see why those guys aren't starting.
all right, so I'm getting tired.
Yep, that that wraps up our Arsenal section of our Christmas vacation. We took a detour, and I'm gonna plug in the light and go to bed. See Chevy Chase. But I really love that movie. Nice watching it. Nice to have a laugh. But
Yeah, it was a fun
no,
movie.
it was nice to see a movie from the 80s and kind of how they talked and viewed differently. I mean, a lot of this stuff they say now you definitely want to have them said in a movie. But anyways, thanks for joining, Alonzo. And thanks BX for showing up during their 24 marathon.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Tony.
Yep. Merry Christmas. Which we got for a little under 40 minutes. Maybe we can go tracks and NORAD now. Everybody take care and have a nice Christmas and New Year's. If we don't hear or see you before then.
See ya.
Toodaloo.